In this video, we'll talk about the new opportunity screen in ConnectWise. What you see on the screen now is that new opportunity screen, and you can tell immediately that it has been redesigned somewhat. Let's do a deep dive into the individual changes and features. First thing you'll see is that there is an opportunity number associated with every opportunity. That is created whether the opportunity is produced by Quozl or it is entered directly in ConnectWise. And it's a unique identifier, much like a service ticket number is, that helps us reference opportunities and search for opportunities. Now let's look at the changes in the toolbar at the top. Several new buttons. Let's take a look. First, the history button. This is a nice feature that we've been asking for quite some time that gives us a time, date, and individual stamp of when the opportunity was created, updated, and closed. Now let's look at the process for creating a pre-sale service ticket. I've got a brand new opportunity on the screen right now, so I want to create a pre-sale service ticket for our NDC board. Now note that that process is about to change, and I've got procedures and videos coming out on how we're going to change the board process and the workflow on that. Stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, the standard process we use today is to create a service ticket on the NDC board. That's done by clicking the Convert button at the top of the screen and then selecting to create a service ticket. You also see selections for sales order and project. We won't use project, we'll use sales order once we close the opportunity and we're ready to actually push it down and create and generate a sales order. So I click next here, and now I'm prompted to either create a new service ticket or choose an existing service ticket. The new ConnectWise allows us to have multiple service tickets for an individual opportunity. That's not a feature that I see us using very often, if at all. In general, we want a one-to-one relationship between an opportunity and a service ticket, since our service tickets are really for pre-sales work to actually develop solutions and designs and pricing and so forth, proposal documents, etc., for the service ticket. So I'm going to default to create a new service ticket. Just know that if you have created a service ticket already and you select to do that again, you're going to generate another service ticket associated with that opportunity, and that's going to launch the triggers in the process to start sort of reworking a ticket that's already there. We wouldn't want to do that. I'm going to select the NDC board as is consistent with our current procedure. I'm going to save that service ticket, and the system is going to return me to the opportunity screen. So let's take a look at the process of turning an opportunity into a sales order. So the first thing I'm going to do is change the status of the opportunity to a 1 status. This is all consistent with current procedure. I'm going to change the stage to order processing. I'm going to take note of the close date to make sure that that date in the system reflects the actual close date of the opportunity. A new feature is the customer PO number down here. This is really a nice way for us to actually capture the customer's purchase order on the opportunity and push it down to the sales order before we actually turn it into a sales order. This is something we haven't been able to do in the past. So at this point, I'm going to click up here to save all of those changes that I've made to the status, the stage, the close date, customer PO, etc. And now it tells me that the opportunity is closed and cannot be edited, and that's fine because we don't really need to edit the opportunity at this point. What we need to do is turn it into a sales order. So we're going to click the Convert button, click the Sales Order option here, press Next, tell the system we want to create a new sales order, and again, the system will actually allow you to create multiple sales orders for the same opportunity. That's not something that we will be doing. That would be inconsistent with our process. And even if you did, it is relatively harmless in that you would create a new sales order, but as long as all the line items have already been transferred, all the products and services and so forth have been transferred to the original sales order, the system will not do that again. And here's how you know. When I click Next, you see the system displays all of the products that are down in the Forecast tab here, and it automatically defaults to having all of those clicked as to transfer to the sales order. Any that have already been transferred to a sales order because we've already created one will not display here, and therefore there's really no use to even attempt to create a new sales order, only one. So we'll click Finish, and upon doing that, just as is the case with the current system, it'll create a sales order here, and all the products will be transferred over to it. I'll click to save and close that sales order, and the system will once again return me to the opportunity screen. Now, a new tab that is available on an opportunity is the Conversions tab. So the Conversions tab will list all of the service tickets and all of the sales orders associated with an opportunity. In the old system, you could click the buttons at the top to link to the opportunity, the service ticket or the sales order. But in this case, all of that is listed right here under the Conversions tab. This is where you would find the sales order. This is the one we just created. I could click here and link directly to that sales order. I don't have a service ticket associated with this particular one, but we'll look at the one that we originally created a service ticket on earlier in the video, and that's listed here. So it tells you what type of item it is, either a service ticket or sales order, a project ticket, which we don't use, and then the item number, that would be the service ticket number for those and sales order number for those, and it gives you all the information about it, the date it was converted, who did it. It's actually a pretty neat feature. Now, another nice feature that is incorporated in the opportunity system is this audit trail. This is really nice. This gives us a step-by-step sequence of all of the events, all the key events that have occurred, all the actions on a particular opportunity, this particular opportunity, showing who did it and what the action was. So in this case, the opportunity was created. So another nice feature is this audit trail tab that is inserted on every opportunity, and it gives a nice listing of all the actions, the dates and times, and who completed those actions for the opportunity, converting the sales order, entering PO, changing the status, etc. This will be really nice to help us just sort of run down and trace things that have occurred on opportunities. Now, something else that has changed is the Forecast tab. In the past, we had the groupings of line items, products, services, BT Cloud services into those categories on the Forecast tab. That no longer exists. All the items, products, services, etc., are all listed and stacked here in this view you see on the screen right now with the totals, the total for the overall opportunity. You can go over to the Products tab right here, and you could actually sort those by product class and sort of eyeball all the products that would be non-inventory, which would be all of our just normal products, and then our services and any BT Cloud services. Generally, those aren't going to be mixed on the same opportunity. So you could sort it down by products and then services at the bottom. I am working with ConnectWise to restore that feature in this version, where on the Forecast tab here you would see those products and services grouped into their respective categories. So one final item is taking a look here at the opportunity list view from your ConnectWise Today, or down here under Sales, if you selected My Opportunities, you would also display the same list view I have on the screen right here. One thing to note, let's see, I'll shrink the screen, is that the new field of opportunity number is not visible. It is actually a hidden column when the system was converted last night, but you can make it visible by clicking right here on this down arrow, and then that displays this box that we've got on the screen. Just click Opportunity and select to move it over to the visible columns, and it's actually added to the bottom, and you can move it up. Okay, and I'll save that, and you'll notice now that the screen will redraw, and you see the opportunity number now out here, as the first column. So I think that's kind of a nice feature, and it allows you to search by opportunity and link to that opportunity here. So hopefully this has been a good overview of the changes to the opportunity screen in ConnectWise.